Hello, welcome to Ekidel. On this part 9, I'll be showing you how to reduce your life load or your load of your structure for a high-rise building when you are designing for a high-rise building or structures. So as you can see right now, we are going to introduce a waffle slab for this our 16-story building, as you can see here. So by the end of this part 9, you will be able to know how to reduce your the weight of your structure using waffle slab method. Although there are two ways where we are going to apply. One is to use the slab method, and the other is to use the percentage load method. Okay, so watch out now for this method of the waffle slab, which is the part 9, and the part 10 will be the slab reduction method. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineering. My name is Justice Umoka, and I am your instructor. So today we will be starting from the part 9 of this 16-story building having a swimming pool at the top. So right now on our previous video on this 16-story building, we did the part 8 where we will have to model this top of this roof and all that. And on this part 9, I'll be showing you how to apply load reduction, because when you're designing for a high-rise building, you must have to look for a way to reduce your load. Okay, so like the whole principle is that the higher you go on your structure, you must have to look for a way to reduce your load. Okay, now the question now will be at what floor will you begin to reduce your load, or at what floor of your building will you now consider to begin to reduce your load or to apply load reduction, or at what height will you begin to reduce your load? Okay, so that is what we are going to do for this part 9 of this 16-story building. But before we begin, I will say that if you are following this project, I will say that and if you have not clicked on the subscribe button, I would say that you should just do that just now, so that you don't miss all the parts of this video. Okay, and also give this video a thumbs up so that we can be able to rank here on this platform, YouTube. Okay, so right now, and then also for those of you that want to follow this project, if you're new so far, you can get the CAD file of this 16-story building below, and then look at all the parts of these videos starting from the part 1 to this part 9, and also proceeding up to the pi foundation. Okay, so right now let's now begin to now apply load reduction. Okay, so when it comes to load reduction on high-rise building, the first thing you will do is to consider two things. Either to reduce the load first, you will have to reduce the load by percentage, and then you will also have to consider to now reduce the life load. Okay, now for you to reduce load, what I mean is that you don't have to go and reduce the life load. You know that since this is a hotel building, we use a load of 2.0 kilonewton per meter square. That's what we use for our life load, as you can see from the slab file here. If we check this slab property now, you will be able to see the life load that we used for this. As you can see right now, the load here, we use 2.0, as you can see that, for our imposed load. So you must not come and reduce the load here. No, don't come and reduce the load here, because this is the load that the building will carry. So don't come and reduce the load on this area. So when I mean by you reducing your load, which is the life load, what I mean is that you must have to look for a way to either, if there is a block work, let me say they are using brickworks or as the walls around the perimeter of the building or inside the partitions of the building. In US and in most advanced country, what they do is that they will have, once they reach up to a certain level, they will have to use a partition walls like wood, timbers, aluminiums, and all that have less weight, like fibers. aluminum fibers and all that has less weight compared to what bricks or blocks, okay? And they will use it for their internal partitions, like from offices to offices and all that, or from rooms to rooms. That is one way to reduce load in buildings. That is if you're designing for office building. But now that we are designing for a hotel building, it won't be nice for you or for one to go and use let me say a wooden board and all that to now separate rooms. That is not safe. So I think we will still use block work to for these partitions between rooms. Okay. Now knowing that block work method for used to reduce load is not going to work on this hotel building, then the next thing now that you have to consider is to now change the type of slabs. Knowing that we have different types of slabs when it comes to reinforced concrete design, we have what they call solid slab, which we have used here, and then we also have roof slab, and we also have waffle slab, and we have flat slab and all that. But when it comes to life load reduction, or when you want to reduce the weight of your structure, the type of slab that is best considered is to use a roof slab. Now, roof slab comes in two types. They have one-way rib and they have two-way ribs. Two-way ribs are often called waffle slabs, and waffle slabs are very good when it comes to life load reduction. And also, waffle slab can go for, and also it's also good when you're designing for a very large span of a slab. Okay. So right now, although we are not designing for a very large span of a slab, so I'll have to now limit waffle slab based on just to reduce the load for the building. Okay. Now we are going to change the we are going to change this solid slab to waffle slab. Now waffle slabs comes with different modes starting from 225, 325, and 425. These are the modes that comes with waffle slabs. Okay. Now waffle slabs is a very good way for you to reduce load. I said before in our part A that I will show you two ways on how to reduce load. One is to apply waffle slab, and then is to now reduce the load by the percentage of the stories. Okay. So right now, let's now begin for the first one, which is to now reduce the load based on the waffle slab. Okay. Now the question again that will come to your mind is, if I am to reduce my load based on waffle slabs now, and knowing that I have solid slab right from the top floor here up to the last, which is this ground floor here. Now the question now will be, am I to just remove everything about solid slab and to use waffle slab in all? Well, most people decide to do that, but most of the times most people decide to start from the place where life load reduction is meant to be applied, and the height at which you are meant to apply life load reduction is 10 meters. Note that over the years, I have taught you guys that when you are applying wind load on a structure, wind load can only be applied on your structure when your structure is up to 10 meters and above. So knowing at that height of 10 meters and above, it is said that any building above 10 meters and above is considered as a medium rise building. A medium rise building. And how buildings are being classified. They are being classified by low rise building, medium rise building, and then high rise building. Okay. So once your building is more than 10 meters and above, it is not considered as a medium rise building. Then from above 15 to 18 meters, it is now considered as a high-rise building. Okay. And looking at this right now, we have our total height of story here is given to be what? 60.9 meters at this 17th floor. 60.9. So this is a high-rise building already. So knowing that medium-rise building starts from 10 story, which is basically around 3 story, between 3 story and 2 story, we have our 10 meters between there. So that means that we are going to start to apply our life load reduction from 10 meters. So right now, looking at this right now, you can see that at story 2, we have 8.4 meters. Okay, so basically right now we are going to begin to apply our life load reduction when it comes to waffle slab at 3-story, from 3-story, because from 3-story right now is giving us 11.9 meters. Can you see that? So right now we are going to apply that from the 3rd floor, which is basically this. Let me just make it active now for us to see the slab. So you can see we are going to apply this place where we have our grid right now. We will now begin to apply our life load, our slab, waffle slab, from this level. So we have only these 2 slabs here to be a solid slab. Although most people can still consider or can still choose to begin to apply their waffle slab, let me say, from the 5th floor. But this is just the principle I am telling you guys, that you apply when you begin to apply your life load reduction. You begin to apply it, let me say, to change of slab from the 10th from the 10th meter. Okay, from the first 10 meter you begin from there. So right now, knowing that our 10 meters fall between this story 2 and story 3, which is around this place here, let me say around here, so we can begin to apply that slab from this 3rd floor here, from this 3rd slab here. So right now I'll quickly go and then make my 3rd slab active. Okay, I'll quickly make my 3rd floor active by coming here, clicking on this one here, clicking here first, and then coming here to make my 3rd floor active, which is from this place. Okay, so right now you can now see that this is now the point where we are going to start, which is the 3rd floor. I can see that. So on this now, I'll have to now come here. I'll have to remove all the solid slab around this place, but I'll leave all my solid slab that is at the edge of the cantilevers, because I want to still maintain my cantilever slab to be a solid slab. So I'll only remove the solid slab that is found in between these partitions. Okay, so right now I'll just do that just now by, first of all, let me first of all remove this first. I'll just come here, delete slab. Okay, and then once I've done that, now let me just insert one of the slab first. So I'll come here on this place here and then click here and then say rib slab, and then come here to now choose a waffle slab. Come to this place that says type. I'll come here and choose grillage. Okay, so this is the one I'll choose, grillage, and then you will see that you have a default values here, as you can see that. So right now I'm going to add my I'm going to input my own values on this place now, which on this BW simply means the width. So I'll put here 150, and then the height of my waffle slab, starting from the top to the strip beams, is I will put 300, and then on this place now, the height, this H slab simply means the height of the slab. Okay, it simply means the slab thickness. So the slab thickness basically ranges from 75 millimeter to 130 millimeters. So right now I'll choose 75, which is more popular. And then on this place now that says X block simply now also this depth of slab also comes with it comes with a rule of thumb, and that rule of thumb is that the depth of the slab should be 1/25 of the span. But that is if we are designing for a large span. Like I told you before, waffle slab can be used either for you to reduce the load of the building and also to design for a large span, just as we use flat slab to design for large spans. The same way we can use waffle slab to design for large, but just that waffle slab can the maximum span of slab you can use for waffle slab to design is 16 meters. Okay, apart from that, you can now use solid slab for that. Sorry, flat slab for that. Okay, so now, this other rules that I told you about, the depth of the slab, which says 1/24 of the span, is for when you're designing for a large span. Okay, but for now that we are using this waffle slab to just reduce the load of the structure, I will use my depth of slab to be 25. So that rules will not apply on this. Then on this now, which is the X block is the mode that comes with waffle slabs. Knowing that waffle slabs are meant to, I don't know if you have seen it before, but I would say just pause the video right now and click on Google. Just type on your Google waffle slab dot construction so that you can be able to see the real life example of what they call waffle slab. Okay, so it comes, that hole you're seeing right now comes with a mode, and that mode starts with 225, 375, 225, 325, and 425. Okay, so what that means now is that if I put here now to be what 225 as my mode, and I go and insert my my slab here, you can see that I have a smaller holes, as you can see that. And the main reason for me to do this, the reason why I'm changing from solid slab to waffle slab, is to reduce the weight of what? Of the building. So right now I'm having smaller holes, which means that I still have much areas occupied with what? Slabs. Okay, so right now I'll have to come here. If I come here and choose 325, which is the next mode, and say update, you can see how we have. So basically I'll come here and choose 425. So before you can choose your mode of for this value, you must have made your market research or survey and know the kind of mode that you have in your region. Okay, so I'll come here just now and then click here and then say what? Update now. So I'll use 425 as my mode. Okay, so you can now see that we have not made we have not inserted our we have just done our what? Our waffle slab creation, which is different from what we have here as what? As a solid slab. Okay, so you can now see that this place now will not be openings. Okay, and these openings can be filled with a lightweight material, just like a polystyrene materials and all that. Okay, so right now I'll just come here and then say what? Escape. Okay, and then we have just done our first slab now. So I'll quickly go again right now and delete all other slabs that we have here, which is the solid slab here. I'll just hold my control key and select them automatically, and then delete them right now to now and change them to waffle slab. Now, since we have already done our first settings here for waffle slab, I'll just quickly take that property and then insert for the rest, and which will just fit in. Okay, so I'll come here right now and then right click here and then say what? Delete. Okay, that's fine, and I'll say okay. Okay, so I'll come back to this one right now, click here and then right click here and then say what? Properties, and I'll come now and begin to now click on then and then insert then, as you can see then just now. So I'll just insert all this place now with the waffle slab, which I've just changed from. I've just changed it now from the solid slab down to waffle slab. Okay, so I will just repeat the same thing right now for all other stories, as you can see what I'm doing right now. I'll repeat it now for all other stories just now. Okay, so I'm done with this part. With this story 3, as you can see right now. So we are not going to move into the story 4 and then continuously up to the 17th floor. Okay, so I'll come here now. Right, so let me just pause the video right now and then continue again later, so that just to save this video duration. So you just have to repeat the same step that I have just done so far for all other stories. Okay, then also that brings to my notice. If you check, most of the times once you are inserting your waffle slab, when you're changing from the solid slab to waffle slab, most of the times all the loads that you made on the waffle when you are inserting your solid slab might not be there any longer. Like if you can check this slab property right now, you will see that, and then go to load here, you will see that all our loads are off, as you can see that. So right now you have to insert back those loads as it was. So I'll just quickly do that right now for all of them here by coming here, click here, hold my shift key and then click the last one here, then right click and then say what? Properties. Okay, and I will come now and then insert the load for the dead load and the live load for that. Okay, so make sure you check your load if they are still there intact. Okay, so I'll come now and then come here, dead load here. We use, as I said before, 1.5. If you can see, remember, we use 1.5. Okay, And the life load we use 2.0. So I'll come here, click here, and choose hotel here. Yeah, this other one, hotel, and then say okay, that's fine. And I'll come here and then click on what close. Okay, so right now you can now see that our slab now, I don't know why this sign is colored like, let me just delete this and then repeat it again. Delete this one here again, delete again, delete again, delete again. I think I have more than one slab here. That's why. Let me just take that again. Okay, so I'll not come now. I'll not come here. Click here, properties, and then insert my slab here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so right now I am done with this story, as you can see right now. So let us now go and if you go and check our 3D view now from here, you can be able to see how the slab looks like. Let me just escape from the slab selection, and then you will see how the slabs looks like now. As you can see right now, you can see how the slabs looks like in there. So we are going to repeat the same thing that we have just done so far for this story 3 up to the last floor. Okay, so right now I will step into story 4 and then repeat that. So I'll come here right now, back to my plan view, okay, and then come here to story 4, and then make story 4 active again, okay, and then click on this right now to remove all the solid slab on this, except the cantilever region, which I still want to maintain solid slab. Okay, click on this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this again here, and I'll go what? Right click here, and I'll say delete. Okay, I'll say yes, and I'll go again right now, click on the slab here. Okay, everything will change, as you can see. So whenever I come to the new story, you must have to set back everything you have said before. So I'll come here again right now, choose grillage, and then come here. We used 150 before, and then we used here to be 300, and then this 75, and then this to be what? 425. Okay, and I'll come here and then click on and then go to my load and choose my load 1.5. Come here 2. Alright, click here and then just choose hotel. Okay, and I'll begin to insert it now. Click here, here. Okay, and then here. Okay, and then here. Now, why I'm putting, I'll just tell you right now that we are still running our Ekidel mentorship class and training. So if you want to be trained specially on structural design and structural detailing, you can click enroll for our Ekidel mentorship class on structural design or on structural detailing. Okay, now if you want to insert your slab on this area, you have to come here, this particular panel. If you are following up this video, come to this place here that says general here. Come here, click here, and then choose pick point, and then come here, pick this point. Okay, and pick this point again here, and pick here again, and pick this other one again. Okay, that's fine. You now see your slab here. Now, if you don't follow this step on this area, on this particular panel, you'll be able to insert your slab on this panel. Okay, so make sure you follow this step on this panel here. Okay, so you can use this other one as being region, this other panel as being region, but this particular one here, you must come here and choose pick point method, and then pick the 4 points, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so right now you can now see what we have just done so far. Now if you can check out our view now, you will see that we have all our view. We now have our slab now for story 3 and story 4. So the same thing right now, I'll still repeat the same thing from this story up to the 17th floor here. So I'll be back again when I reach 17th floor to now more than 17th floor. I'll be back again on that area. Okay, so I'll quickly pause this right now to now show you again to now finish up on 17th floor. Okay, so currently now I'm on the 7th floor. As you can see, I'm on the 7th floor, which is active here. So let me just continue again. Okay, it's taking longer time to finish up this. Okay, although this would have been done earlier when we are trying to model, but I think the reason why I left it was because that you can see the need for us to remove this other slab, which is this solid slab, and then replace it with this waffle slab here. So I'll choose this now and then type in here 150 and type in here 300 and put in here 75 and put in here the mode 425 and then come here, choose my load 1.5 and then come here, choose my hotel as you can see here and then begin to click right now. I can click on all the panels and they will just insert 1 2 3 4 5 6 okay 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. That's fine. So I'll wait for it now insert what I have just clicked for. Okay, it's inserting, so you hold on for it to insert. Okay, just hold on, it's done, almost done. Okay, that's fine. So right now I'm done with this floor right now, which is the 7th floor. I will now go again right now and then go to the 8th floor right now and then continue again. Okay, so you can see right now that I am on the 16th floor. As you can see, this is the 16th floor I am, and I have already put on this area. So I will quickly go right now again. We click on this, right click here, and then just take these slab properties here and then finish up this other one here. So you have to do it for all the stories. Basically, come here, change from pick point to bin region, and then insert and insert and insert, and then insert here finally. I think this area. Okay, yeah, this area now. Okay, that's fine. Let me confirm if this slab here is 2 or just 1. Let me just delete. Let me see. Okay, just 1. Okay, I'll just undo. Okay, so right now you can now see that we have imputed slab on all, and this 17th floor, which is the last one, which is covering the staircase and the lift, I would advise you just leave it as it is, as it is, solid slab. Okay, so right now you can now see what you have just now. We have now reduced the load of this structure based on the slab method. Okay, I told you guys that there are 2 methods of us that we are going to reduce this weight of the structure. One is to use the slab different types method, which is the waffle slab that we have used. Now the next one now that we are going to use is called the life load reduction by percentage, which I will show you guys on the part 9. So on this part 8, we have successfully reduced the load of this structure using the waffle slab method, as you can see it so far just now. Okay, so you can now see even how the building is looking very light, as you can see, because of this waffle slab that we have. It's looking light now and compared to when it was just a solid slab. Okay, so on the part 9, I'll be showing you how to reduce the load based on percentage, because we are going to apply that 2 method of load reduction on this structure. The life load reduction method based on the type of the slab, which is changing from the solid slab to waffle slab, or what they call roof slab, and then also reducing the load again using percentage based on the story, which I'll show you on the part 9. Okay, so watch out for the next. And for those of you that have watched up to this very extent, thank you so much. And for those of you that want to follow this video up, check down below and get the card file. It is not free. You have to spend money for your knowledge. Okay, so and then I will also say that if you have not clicked on the subscribe button, I will say you should please click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss any part of this video. And you can also join our WhatsApp platform down below. And if you want to learn more about structural design, let me say you want us to like train you personally, then you have to join our Ekidel mentorship class, which is not free. It's very expensive, but you will have to gain a lot. What you are not taught all around your 4 years in school, we will have to train you here very well. So thank you so much, and God bless you. We'll love you again, and then see you again this time next week for the part 9. Bye for now.